The difference between a strong and a weak acid is due to the different levels of proton dissociation. A strong acid will fully dissociate into its component proton and conjugate base, while a weak acid will only partially dissociate. Since a weak acid only partially dissociates, there is an equilibrium between the weak acid, its conjugate base, and the acidic proton. A buffer is a solution that resists changes in pH when acidic or basic substances are added to the buffer. A buffer is usually a combination of a weak acid or a weak base and its respective conjugate acid or conjugate base. The buffer resists changes in pH because the conjugate acid and the conjugate base are both in the solution and can thus neutralize small amounts of either acid or base. Begin by taking the cap off your pH meter and insert it into a water wash. Rinse, dry off, and then put into a second water wash. On the screen of your pH meter, find the calibrate button, and now we will calibrate using two buffer solutions of the known pH. Put the first pH into the meter. Measure the pH there, rinse with the first wash, rinse with the second wash, and read the pH of the second buffer. Enter the value for this buffer, and now you've calibrated your pH meter. Rinse thoroughly again with your two washes, and then you'll be ready to read the pH of any unknown solution.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. I have a blue house with a blue window. Blue is the color of all that I wear. Blue are the streets and all the trees are too. I have a girlfriend and she is so blue. Blue are the people here that walk around. Blue like my Corvette, it's standing outside. Blue are the words I say and what I think. Blue are the feelings that live inside me. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. Inside and outside, blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue.